So, yeah, today I went and saw Mortal Kombat 2. I haven't watched the first one in a few years, probably since like 2022 or something. So, yeah, I didn't remember too much of what happened, but I didn't go for the story. No one sees this movie for the story. They're going to see the action and the blood and guts. And this movie delivers. It has a very, very bare bones narrative, obviously. I was reminded heavily of the Minecraft movie from last year. Like, it's a goofy, stupid movie, but it's fun. Like, I got a huge amount of enjoyment out of seeing this movie that I wouldn't have gotten if it was any other IP. Yeah, like, if this was a new IP, like, they just made a movie with completely original characters and lore and whatever, then this movie would be not very good. But since it's Mortal Kombat, I and a lot of other people still enjoyed it regardless of its shortcomings, which there are quite a few. Oh yeah, and there was one thing I wanted to talk about. So this I'm actually gonna get into spoilers real quick. So I'll put like text on the screen, like spoiler whatever. So both Mortal Kombat movies, there has been a new character that was not in the game. His name is Cole Young, right? I assumed they kind of brought him in to like keep it fresh and interesting for people who know the story and lore of the game, right? And so the whole first movie, he was kind of the main character, even though we had never seen him before. So in this movie, he immediately like gets sidelined as like this background character almost, and then halfway through the movie, he just dies in the most like abrupt, like I thought they were gonna like resurrect him or something later because it was so sudden. It just really pissed me off. It didn't piss me off, but I was just confused about what was the point of having him as a character at all then? Like, why'd you even introduce him as a character if you were just gonna kill him off so inconsequentially in the second one? Yeah, and then he's, like, never mentioned again. He literally shows up for, like, a few minutes, Shao Kahn kills him, and then he's never talked about ever again. Or they briefly talk about him, like, oh, Cole Young's not back. Oh, God. But it's like, that's it. And so, like, yeah, I don't know what they were doing with that, and so that just really confused me. Anyway, spoilers over, and now I'm gonna get to the scoring section, which is, like, this was the hardest thing ever, to, like, come up with numbers for this movie, because, like, if I were to analyze it as, like, a proper movie, like, from a filmmaking perspective, is this movie good? No. Did I heavily enjoy it regardless? Absolutely. So, like, do I make objective numbers? Do I make them just, did I enjoy it, therefore the movie's good? Like, I don't know, but I came up with these, so here we are. So yeah, starting with Craft, as I mentioned, the story is the most, like, basic-ass, generic-ass, like, underdog story, like, winning against all odds-ass thing that it's just, like, yeah, the script isn't very good either. Yeah, this would have been, like, a 1 or 2, but since Craft does include sound design and score, the music in this movie was pretty hype, so yeah, that helped it out some. I love when they're fighting and they hit the like it's just it's peak. So yeah, Craft gets a 3 out of 10. Visuals, I do think this movie looks very good. The colors are nicely done. The set designs, I love how Edenia looks, Outworlds, Earthrealm, like it all looks pretty sick. I really liked how that scene from Uncaged Fury looks. That was probably my favorite part of the movie, like, filmmaking wise, because it was just like, because it like felt nostalgic and surreal, which is like how Johnny Cage looks back on it. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Some visuals that aren't as good are some of the costumes, just because, like, video game costumes a lot of the times don't translate the best to real life, and they end up kind of looking goofy. And Quan Chi, I will say, Quan Chi looks terrible. Like, Quan Chi does not look good. He doesn't have the best design in the game either, but it's better than this. But I still gave visuals a 9. I do think this movie looks really good. And the blood and obviously the practical, or not practical, not practical, I hope not practical. Like, the visual effects and stuff were very nice. And the action scenes were very fun to watch as well. Now for pacing, it was a pretty quick 2 hours. I was never really that bored. It does move pretty quickly. But there are also some parts where there are also times where they kind of focus too long on some parts. So yeah, some really fast parts, some really slow parts. It averaged out to like a 6 out of 10. Now for acting, this was like the most like mixed bag thing ever as far as like acting performances. I will note a couple highlights. And I actually have names here, so I won't look like a dumbass again. Yeah, some standouts were Adeline Rudolph as Katana, Tati Gabrielle as Jade, Ludi Lin as Liu Kang was pretty good. Josh Lawson as Kano, even, I thought was pretty good. He doesn't really look like Kano, but I could see Kano in him, so yeah, he did pretty good. And Carl Urban as Johnny Cage was like halfway there. I could tell that he did his homework. I could see some Johnny Cage in him, like he picked up some of his mannerisms, and he was really trying with the script he was given. Yeah, partial credit to Carl Urban. Yeah, but basically everyone else was just not anything special or just straight up bad. Especially Baraka. Holy, Baraka was terrible. Like, he sounded nothing like Baraka. I could do a better Baraka than this guy. Dashy Games could do a better Baraka than this guy did, bro. Like that was the one thing about this movie that really pissed me off. They couldn't get anyone better for Baraka. Even the design of Baraka, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I mean, it kind of does look like him, but like, I don't know, I think they could have had it better. So yeah, the acting averages out to like a 5. There are some really good, there are some really bad. So yeah, 5. And the ending was pretty aura. I mean, that said, a very generic, safe, like, open to a sequel ending. But I gave it a 7. You know, it did what it wanted to. So yeah, a lot of these scores are really high, but my culminating score is still a 5. It was the same thing I gave a Minecraft movie last year. Like, it's amazing and also kind of terrible at the same time. So that averages out to a 5. It's probably one of the few 5 out of 10s that I would watch again, though. Just because it was so entertaining. And that was exactly what I expected. I didn't go for some groundbreaking, like, thought-provoking story. I went to have some dumb, stupid fun, and I got that. So yeah, that's my Mortal Kombat 2 review. Let me know what you thought of the movie if you've seen it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed.